Do you have an actual, workable action plan for your business and where you're going to go in the next few months? Why would that be important, I hear you ask? My name is Nell, I'm an action coach, business coach, and to start with, let me quickly explain the difference between a business plan and an action plan. A business plan is a thing that we all know. It's the big, massive document, Excel spreadsheet, whatever it may be, that you have to fill in to go to the bank, to get some extra funding or money in for your business. And it's a thing that feels like it's a giant thing to create and actually nobody looks at again once they've created it. Whereas an action plan is something that you can use on a day-to-day, week-to-week, month-to-month basis to help move your business forward. And still too many business owners that I speak to don't have a plan at all. They're doing great things on a daily basis, but actually, why? They never sit down and work out what is it that we want to work towards, how are we going to do that? And that's the whole point of having an action plan. There's actually 3 key points that I want to talk about. And the first one of that is having an action plan. Sitting down to create an action plan gives you focus and direction. It makes you sit down and go, where is it that we want to get to? Because let's be honest, if we don't have that idea of this is our end point, this is where we want to be in 6 months from now, 12 months, 5 years, then how do we know that we got there? How do we know that we were successful? And if we don't do that, we're just going to do the stuff right here, right now, that keeps us busy short term. But actually, are you making the right decisions? They're the right decisions for right now, but long term, are they the right decisions? So by sitting down and going, what is it that we want to do? Where do we want to be? Gives us that focus. Now, the second thing that an action plan does is it gives us movement and momentum. It's about really understanding in the next 3 months, this is what we need to do. On a weekly basis, that's the focus that we need to have. This is where we need to go. And I often compare this to running. Once I set a date for an event, if I decide to run a 10K or a 10 miles or a half marathon, all of a sudden that gives me a little bit more momentum because I have something to work towards. So it gives you that date, that timeline, that little bit of, we need to get there. We need to be able to run this kind of time by that kind of date. So it helps you focus. It gives that little bit of extra energy on a regular basis. It helps you make decisions instead of just, faffing around and just procrastinate a little. All of a sudden you've got a target. You've got a reason why you have to make decisions or why you have to do what you have to do today. The third thing, and probably most important thing, is having an action plan and working out what it is that you want to achieve in the next 3 months helps you shape to become the person that you need to be and want to be in 3 months from now. Because run a Nell today or run a Nell that's going to run a marathon or a half marathon are 2 different people. The mindset that I need for that is very, very different. So what does that look like? What kind of skills do you need to create? What kind of behaviors do you need to have? What kind of focus do you need to set for yourself? Where are you letting yourself off the hook right now where it's easy not to put your trainers on and not to go out for a run? Where really when you go, I need to be ready for that, that makes me become a person that is better with my habits, that shows up. So who's the person that you want to become? And as you can see, this is the kind of plan that I create with my clients. It's visual, it's in your face, there is no hiding from it because this is hanging up in your office, whether it's a working from home or whether it's an office in an office, if that makes sense. But it allows you to see on a regular basis, your subconscious goes, that's the plan, that's what we need to do. There is no hiding. And if you've got a team, even better because they'll go, hey boss, how are you getting on with this? How are you doing with this? The kids might go, hey, mummy or daddy, what are you doing with this plan? So have a physical plan that reminds you subconscious, this is where we're going. This is what we need to do. This is what we need to do this month. This is what we need to do this week. So an action plan is a workable plan that creates focus, direction, movement, momentum, and that helps you become the person that you need to be ready for that next step in your business. So what does your action plan look like? And if you don't know where to start, why don't you come and sit with us and create yours?